Have you ever wondered why you're dutifully choosing superfoods, yet still seeing your bone health quietly slipping? It can be confusing when the very items on your plate that promise vitality may actually be nudging your bones toward fragility. In today's video, you'll uncover 3 surprising healthy foods that can undermine your bone density over time. By recognizing these hidden pitfalls, you'll learn simple swaps and smart strategies to preserve your strength and stand tall for years to come. Stick around. Your future self will thank you for protecting every precious step you take. Spinach and other high oxalate greens. You know that bright green color on your plate feels like a promise of health and vitality. Yet greens such as spinach, Swiss chard, beet leaves, and some kale varieties carry a compound called oxalate. When oxalate meets calcium in your digestion, it forms a bond that prevents calcium from reaching your bones. Over time, this invisible effect can mean less of that bone-strengthening mineral where you need it most. Imagine starting each day with a hearty spinach smoothie under the belief that you are building a stronger you. Yet your latest bone density reading shows that your calcium stores are lower than expected. You may feel surprised or even a bit puzzled. Your care for your health remains clear. You simply need to use your wisdom to guide your meals with a new awareness. Here is a story of Margaret, who faced the same surprise. She adored spinach salads every lunchtime. She believed that the iron and vitamins in those greens would carry her through the years. After a routine checkup, she learned that her bone density was not improving. She felt a mix of disappointment and concern. That did not stop her caring for herself. Margaret began alternating spinach days with lower oxalate greens. She chose arugula, watercress, baby romaine, and tender lettuce leaves instead of spinach every other day. She added fresh berries and a splash of fortified plant milk to her blender. 6 months later, her doctor smiled at her improved bone markers. She felt proud and empowered. You can follow Margaret's gentle path. Start by rotating your greens. Swap out a spinach salad for a crisp arugula and pear plate. Use watercress or bok choy in soups and stir-fries. Each choice honors your commitment to both flavor and bone support. Next, pair your greens with calcium-rich foods. Blend spinach into a smoothie, along with Greek yogurt or a scoop of ricotta. Add fortified almond milk or a bit of cottage cheese. Those extra calcium sources help overwhelm the oxalate and free more of the mineral to reach your bones. Sprinkle chia seeds or ground flax on top for fiber and healthy fats. These additions showcase your creativity in caring for yourself. A simple squeeze of lemon juice or a dash of cider vinegar can also help. The mild acidity lightly breaks down oxalates and aids calcium absorption. Think of that citrus tang as a friendly helper in every bowl or glass. You will delight in bright flavors while your bones quietly thank you. Your cooking methods matter too. Briefly blanch spinach or chard in hot water before tossing those leaves into a warm skillet with olive oil and garlic. Blanching releases some of the oxalate and tenderizes the greens. Sauté them with fresh herbs such as thyme or basil for an easy side dish. Pair those tender greens with grilled salmon or roasted chickpeas for a balanced meal that supports your bones. When you choose raw salads, add texture and color with low oxalate options. Shaved fennel, sliced cucumber, and diced bell pepper bring fresh crunch. Top with a handful of toasted almonds or pumpkin seeds for extra magnesium and zinc. Finish with a drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of orange or lime juice. This colorful plate honors your attention to detail and your capacity to learn new habits. Listen to your body's cues. Some mornings you may crave a spinach omelet with cherry tomatoes and mushrooms. Other days you might reach for a bowl of watercress salad with apple slices. Your ability to adapt shows your strength and wisdom. Each meal can feel nourishing from plate to bone. Remember that balance is your guiding star. You do not need to eliminate high oxalate greens entirely. Instead, enjoy them thoughtfully. Alternate with other varieties, and pair them with bone-friendly foods. Your careful choices will keep you feeling vibrant and supported for many steps to come. Whole wheat bran and high phytate grains. Whole grains bring a comforting sense of warmth and steady energy to your mornings. They offer fiber, B vitamins, and a satisfying fullness that can carry you through the day. Yet grains such as wheat bran, brown rice bran, and some high phytate cereals hold a natural compound called phytic acid. This compound binds to minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and zinc in your gut, and makes them harder to absorb. Over time, a diet high in unprepared bran and other phytate-rich grains can chip away at the very minerals that keep your bones resilient. Picture Harold, who proudly started each day with a bowl of bran cereal and a side of yogurt. He believed he was doing the best thing for his fiber intake and digestive health. Yet his follow-up bone scan showed slower bone renewal than he expected. Harold felt confused, but not defeated. He simply needed fresh ideas to bring balance to his breakfast table. You can guide your meals with similar smart shifts. First, try preparing grains with soaking. The night before cooking oatmeal or whole grain porridge, cover the grains with warm water. Leave them to soak until morning. Then rinse and drain before you cook. Soaking activates natural enzymes that reduce phytate levels. The result is a softer texture, a milder taste, and more minerals ready to nourish your bones. Sprouting is another gentle technique. Look for sprouted grain breads or flour blends in your grocery store. These products often come from grains that have begun to sprout and thus have lower phytate content. Toast a slice of sprouted grain bread and spread mashed avocado or nut butter on top. Each bite honors your wisdom to seek out better absorbed nutrients. Rotate your cereal choices so you do not rely on bran every day. Alternate bowls of soaked quinoa flakes, buckwheat groats, or oatmeal with your bran cereal. Each grain brings its own flavor and texture to the table. Add fresh fruit such as blueberries or strawberries for sweetness and a boost of vitamin C. Vitamin C enhances mineral absorption and helps counteract any remaining phytates. This small pairing demonstrates your thoughtful approach to every spoonful. If you enjoy baking, explore recipes that call for soaked or sprouted grains. A hearty loaf of sprouted grain bread or muffins made with soaked oat flour feels just as comforting as classic baked goods. You can add grated zucchini or mashed banana for moisture and gentle sweetness. These homemade treats let you control every ingredient for the benefit of your bones. Consider hearty grain salads for lunch or dinner. Cook soaked farro or barley and let it cool. Mix with roasted vegetables, chopped nuts, and a simple dressing of olive oil and lemon juice. A sprinkle of fresh herbs such as parsley or cilantro adds brightness and a hint of flavor. Each colorful bowl becomes a celebration of your adaptability and creativity in caring for yourself. On busy mornings, keep pre-soaked grains in the fridge so you can heat them quickly. Top oatmeal or cream of rice with a dollop of Greek yogurt and a handful of toasted sunflower seeds. This combo brings fiber, calcium, protein, and heart-healthy fats to start your day strong. Your readiness to plan ahead and make small adjustments shows your dedication to long-term strength. Trust in your capacity to learn and adapt. High phytate grains need not be foes to your bone health. By soaking grains, sprouting them, rotating your cereals, and pairing with vitamin C foods, you ensure that more of the minerals you eat reach the places they belong. Your mindful choices at every meal reflect your deep care for your own well-being. Your journey with whole grains is a shining example of resilience. Each gentle change you make builds upon your strength and wisdom. As you enjoy a warm bowl or a hearty salad today, remember that you are nourishing both body and spirit for many steps ahead. High-sodium pickled and fermented vegetables. Crunchy pickles, tangy sauerkraut, and spicy kimchi bring bright flavor and a dose of friendly bacteria to your table. Fermented vegetables offer a gentle boost for digestion and immunity. Yet the same briny process that creates those probiotics often relies on lots of salt. Every extra pinch of sodium nudges your body to flush out more calcium through the kidneys. Day after day, those small losses can add up and quietly weaken the bone strength you cherish. You deserve to enjoy fermented foods without sacrificing the support your bones need. Think of Grace, who looked forward to a handful of pickled cucumbers at the end of each meal. She loved the satisfying crack of the crunch and the zesty vinegary tang. Her doctor noticed that her sodium intake measured well above the ideal for someone her age. Grace was surprised to learn that her daily calcium losses were linked to all that salt. Even as she felt a twinge of concern, she held tightly to her caring habits. She simply needed new ideas to balance the joys of flavor with the needs of her bones. You can guide your own table toward lower sodium brines. Many grocery shelves now carry fermented vegetables labeled low sodium or no salt added. Those jars let you savor tangy flavors with less impact on your calcium reserves. When you bring home a jar of sauerkraut or pickled beets, rinsing them under cool running water can wash away up to half of the surface salt. Pat the vegetables dry with a clean towel, then dress them in olive oil, fresh herbs, and a squeeze of lemon or lime juice. Those bright additions restore the zing you love without sending your kidneys on an extra calcium excretion mission. If you enjoy the ritual of homemade pickles, you can control every grain of salt. Slice cucumbers, radishes, or green beans and place them in a glass jar. Mix equal parts water and vinegar of your choice. Add garlic cloves, mustard seeds, peppercorns, or a pinch of dried chili flakes for spice. Combine the brine and cover the vegetables. Store the jar in the refrigerator for a day or two. Each batch becomes a learning moment about the balance between flavor and bone support. Your hands learn the rhythms of care, and your taste buds celebrate a taste that you crafted. Beyond traditional pickles, there are other fermented friends to explore. A small glass of kombucha can add a sparkling kick without heavy sodium. A few tablespoons of kefir poured over berries or blended into a smoothie delivers gentle tang and probiotics. Miso paste brings savory depth to soups or sauces when used sparingly. Each of these choices lets you diversify your diet and nourish your gut without overloading on salt. Your willingness to try new foods shows your creativity and your devotion to self-care. Flavor need not come solely from salt. Fresh herbs like dill, cilantro, and parsley bring bright notes that dance on your tongue. A dash of smoked paprika or a grind of black pepper introduces warmth. Citrus zest and a squeeze of fruit juice lift salads and cooked vegetables to new heights. You can even toast seeds such as sesame, sunflower, or hemp for a nutty crunch. Each spice rub or herb sprig becomes a celebration of your resourcefulness and your commitment to strong bones. As you adapt these habits, remember the kindness you show yourself. Every jar you rinse, every homemade pickle you perfect, and every new flavor you embrace represents your caring spirit. You do not have to give up fermented favorites altogether. You simply guide them toward lower sodium paths and pair them with meals that reinforce your calcium stores. Your bones are the foundation of every joyful step, and each mindful choice you make strengthens that foundation. By weaving in low-sodium swaps, homemade brines, alternative fermented foods, and fresh flavor boosters, you honor both your love of taste and your desire for lasting strength. Your table becomes a place of balance and beauty. Your body feels supported, and your spirit feels uplifted. You deserve to enjoy every meal with confidence and each crunchy bite as a step toward a vibrant future. Colas and carbonated beverages high in phosphoric acid. The familiar hiss of a cola can feel like a small celebration. That brisk fizz brings comfort on a warm afternoon or at a family gathering. Yet colas and many carbonated drinks contain phosphoric acid. This ingredient gives that sharp taste. It also binds calcium in your system. Over time, it can lead to greater calcium loss in your urine. Day by day, this silent effect can chip away at the strong bones you rely on. You may feel surprised to learn that a drink so common could affect your bone health. Your love of simple pleasures shows how much you value joy in everyday moments. Learning this fact does not diminish your care for yourself. It equips you to make new choices that support both your enjoyment and your well-being. Consider Robert, who discovered this connection. He loved sipping a cold cola with ice after lunch each day. It felt like a treat he deserved. When his doctor pointed out that his calcium absorption was lower than expected, he felt puzzled. He had taken supplements and eaten calcium-rich foods with care. Only then did he realize that his cola habit could be working against his efforts. Robert did not give up on flavor or fizz. He simply began exploring other bubbly choices. He swapped cola for sparkling water with a twist of lemon or lime. He added fresh mint leaves or basil sprigs for aroma. He even tried chilled herbal teas that bubbled in his glass. At his next follow-up, he saw improved bone markers. He felt proud of the small change he had made. You can guide your own glass toward bone-friendly options as well. Sparkling water delivers that familiar effervescence without phosphoric acid. Add a splash of 100% fruit juice or a handful of sliced berries for sweetness. Cinnamon sticks or citrus peels can lend warm or bright notes to your drink. These simple swaps let you honor your taste buds while protecting your bone strength. When you do choose to enjoy a cola, you can do so mindfully. Limit your serving to a small glass once in a while. Drink it alongside a meal rich in calcium, such as yogurt with fresh fruit or cheese and whole grain crackers. The added calcium at the same time can help offset the binding effect of phosphoric acid. This balanced approach keeps celebrations alive while supporting your bone health. Another gentle strategy is to focus on hydration throughout the day. Keep a water bottle by your side and sip often. Your body thrives on consistent hydration, and your bones benefit when fluids flow freely. Infuse your water with cucumber slices, ginger root, or a few crushed berries for a subtle flavor boost. Each sip becomes an act of kindness toward yourself. Reading labels can also guide your choices. Many tonic waters and flavored carbonated beverages hide phosphoric acid under names such as E338 or phosphates. Look for spring water or club soda that lists only water and carbon dioxide. Avoid drinks that list phosphoric acid or multiple forms of phosphate. Every label you check represents your proactive step toward strong bones. Pairing your drinks with vitamin D-rich foods can further support calcium absorption. Enjoy your sparkling water alongside a smoked salmon salad or an egg and cheese omelet. Just as pairing citrus with greens helps oxalate issues, vitamin D helps your bones seize the calcium they need. Simple pairings like these reinforce your body's ability to stay strong. Your ability to adapt shows remarkable strength. A shared soda at a birthday party can still be part of your celebration. You can savor that fizzy moment and then return to your bone-supporting drinks. This flexible approach reflects your wisdom and your love for life's small delights. Every time you raise a glass, you reinforce the foundation that carries you. Each mindful drink choice builds upon your resilience. Your bones remain supported, and your spirit stays uplifted. You deserve to enjoy every bubbly sensation and to stand with confidence for many joyful moments to come. Choosing foods that nourish both body and bone health doesn't have to feel like a complicated balancing act. By moderating oxalate and phytate sources and keeping sodium in check, you're giving your bones the best chance to stay strong and supported. You've already taken the first step by learning these hidden pitfalls. Now empower yourself with mindful choices that protect your mobility, confidence, and joy for many years ahead. If you find these tips helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more gentle guidance on living your healthiest, happiest life after 70.